Subscribe or bear the hatred of the Uchiha. Wake up to reality.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show with another video, and today we're talking about anime again. We've done a couple gaming videos. The channel is everything nerd-like, everything I like, what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let's get into some actual anime today. Now, I want to talk about this anime I've been watching, called Bucchigiri. Now, here's the thing. I am so conflicted by this anime, I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's like I really want to like it, but I don't like it at the same time. I feel like it's fun, but it's also generic at the same time. I am completely in a mode of mixed feelings with this anime, and I don't really know how to describe it. I'll try, but I don't really know how to. Now, what I will say is that the delinquent subgenre in anime has always been like a staple, like it's basically Japanese youth in a more chaotic but authentic type of experience. We've seen a lot of good ones, like Great Teacher Onizuka. We've seen Yu Yu Hakusho, Tokyo Revengers. I don't know if I necessarily put that one in the great category, but yeah, we've seen a lot of these delinquent shows, and they've kind of been popping back up lately. Now, the latest one is the delinquent anime called Bucchigiri. Now, the thing about it, this is done by MAPPA. It's an original anime, mind you, which is kind of crazy. Original animes, they kind of have a knack for being really good. Like Akudama Drive, I'll probably make a video on that next. That was a really good one, I'm not gonna hold you. So you go check that out if you haven't already. That was actually fantastic. But I don't know, this one to me is it's a little bit of a mixed bag. It's a delinquent anime, but it fuses a little bit of like supernatural into it. The story follows Arjun. He's a quote-unquote pacifist struggling to navigate a very dangerous high school, but he's always kind of entangled into like a lot of mess. One thing about it though, I feel like for a lot of people this anime is something they really want to like, but there's a really bad thing standing in the way, and is the main character. The main character is pretty much insufferable, and even though you may really want to like an original anime done by MAPPA, like how can you mess that up? But the main character is one of the worst main characters in anime, and I'm talking about like bottom of the barrel. I mean, down there with Tanjiro. Nah, not Tanjiro. Oh my gosh, not Tanjiro. I was thinking about the guy from Tokyo Revengers, but I literally cannot. Takemichi. I cannot think of his name. Takemichi. We're not even gonna play Tanjiro like that because he's pretty decent. Takemichi and I mean, if you say you hate Deku, then even though this guy is not crying about everything, this guy is probably one of the most like annoying, irritating characters I've ever seen in anime. And yeah, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but he's just so unlikable. Like, okay, so I'll explain why I don't like him and why he's very annoying. So he's a character that is basically centered around these two guys. This guy goes to this school, he meets an old friend, and I'm paraphrasing the story a lot here, so I'm cutting a lot out. He meets his old friend. He really doesn't want to have nothing to do with him. It's a lot of history there, but the other guy's kind of nice to him. This guy's kind of like really wimpy. He's kind of got that like Takemichi wimp side. The thing is, he's supposedly supposed to be really strong. Like the friend in question is like the #1 delinquent in his school. He's like a captain of this one gang in school, in a sense, and he wants his friend Arjun to join. But Arjun is not really interested in any of that. Arjun is only about the ladies. Now, granted, I've seen characters done like this that are actually interesting. He is not one of them. So basically, Arjun finds this girl who he really likes, and she's like very sweet, basic sweet girl. Like, oh my gosh, like, and to be honest, I really don't like her character either, and I'll get to that. And it's not for the reason you might think. But basically, so Arjun ends up possessed by like a genie-like spirit. The genie-like spirit gives him like, it's basically like a, oh my gosh, it's hard to explain. Think of like Kurama, but if a Kurama was like jolly and happy and, like a Shaman King type of spirit, which can actually enter his body and give him strength, possess him. This spirit wants to like fight this mysterious opponent, and that's why he's doing this. He's basically somebody who likes warriors and likes people getting strong, so he's stuck with this guy who's has no interest in that, and that's supposed to be part of the comedy, because one of the main like running scenes and running jokes is that basically he's supposed to proclaim what he wants to do, and they're leading you to believe it's like something noble as getting strong or protecting the weak or gaining power, but like he always screams, "I want to lose my virginity." And I don't know whether I've gotten too old for this style of anime or it's just a what. But I mean, I like the anime, right? The anime is cool. The animation is great. I mean, obviously it's MAPPA, but it's vibrant colors and everything. And I think if I had a better MC, I would actually enjoy this a lot more. Like, you don't need a crazy plot in a delinquent anime. You just need a lot of fights. You need the main character to be cool or to be interesting in a sense. He can be wimpy, but as long as he actually fights. This guy doesn't want to fight unless the girl says it. His whole thing, his whole personality is just simping for this one girl who literally cares nothing about him. And the reason why I say I don't like her is because I didn't like her personality when she was doing the whole fake nice girl act. For some reason, girls in anime, I'm starting to kind of hate that. I'm starting to want more two-dimensional characters. I mean, after you watch the girl characters like the one in Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like she was like the latest female character that I've actually felt like, okay, she's great. Medaliana, I know I've said that wrong, but she's amazing. There's been a lot of great female characters in the recent years, and I feel like she's just, I don't know. Like, the thing is, her whole nice girl act was just a routine. She's just doing that just to do it, you know what I'm saying? And she does that to kind of like use him as her pawn or whatever. And I don't know. Maybe back in the day I would have liked this. Whenever I bring up delinquent anime, I like to bring up Beelzebub. This is an anime I really, really like, and I want to do a video on eventually. But I feel like I haven't seen it in a while, but remembering it as I do, I feel like that anime was so good. I feel like anime was so good. I think I ended up reading the manga, and I really just enjoyed the anime. It had the supernatural elements. That's why I will like, to me, this one kind of compares to that. Because even though Tokyo Revengers had the supernatural elements, it was different. It wasn't the same, as something like Beelzebub. I feel like the main character there, if I remember his name correctly, was Oka. I feel like he was such a great character. He was such a good guy. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like the main character of this anime is just dragging it down. And it sucks to see because I love anime originals. I really do. But this one's not it, man. It's like a comedy, but it's not super funny. Like the jokes are kind of meh. The fighting is decent. The characters are vibrant. They're interesting enough. But the main character just drags down the whole entire anime for me, and it's getting so hard to really like this. I don't know whether to recommend this or just recommend to skip it. I just randomly decided to look it up one day. I thought it looked cool. I think the opening looked really good. I seen the opening, and I was doing a video where we was ranking the different openings of anime, and I ended up seeing it. I said, "Oh, that looks like it could be cool." It was not. I mean, it was good. I mean, I've enjoyed the anime from what I've seen, but all in all, I don't think this will go anywhere near my top 50. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know how you feel about Bucchigiri, and I'll see you guys next video.
これがレクイエム